So I was now stuck in a point where I was like, okay, are you gonna leave this house unlocked? Guess what your girl did? It's the general. Hi everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Aisheey Verano, and today I'm talking about why I enjoy saying no and why you should too. I bet like when you first heard this, you're like, what the heck is she talking about? Honestly, the best thing I've ever learned from myself is learning how to say no. Let me give you a little bit of background as to who I was before, right? So I was one of those people where like, if anyone ever needed anything, I will break my back every single time to help people. I'll break my back to show up for people. I'll break my back to attend things I shouldn't need to attend. I'll break my back to do so many different things for people, even when it wasn't convenient for me. To be honest, it was never convenient for me. It was never something that I could have just easily added to my schedule that wouldn't have caused issues. Instead, it was always something that would require so much of me and from me, but I would still do it anyway because I would be like, oh my god, this person is my friend, they need me, I need to come through, I need to do this, I need to do that. But it got to a point where I was like doing all these things for people, and then I started to feel so burnt out. Like I would be so burnt out, I would be so tired and exhausted. And why do you think I was so exhausted? Because this person will call me, oh my god, I need this. Another person will call me, oh my god, I need this. I haven't spoken to you in a year, but I know like you're the only person I can call on and I know will come through for me. You know, things like that. Like I would just constantly be getting calls about people needing stuff, and that's because I'm such a giver and I like to just, you know, I welcome people and I'm always like just so giving. It just got to a point where I was just giving so much and I was just tired and exhausted. I was just like, bruh, these same people that you're doing all these things for would not even pick up a can of paint for you. They ain't gonna do nothing for you. What the hell? And so it got to a point, I think for me, I started to feel like I wasn't even functioning at my best self because I was so exhausted from like just helping this person do this, helping this person do this, showing up to their event, showing up to this, showing up to that, showing up to that. It just got so tiring, I beg. One day, people, I just, like, I would just start getting asked, are you gonna come? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, no, I'm not able to attend. Girl, you don't even have time for yourself. In a weekend, you don't even have time to rest. You don't even have time to recuperate. You don't have time to do your own personal study. You don't have time to read your Bible as much as you would. You don't have time to freaking read random books on like freaking personal growth. You don't have time to watch Netflix. It's a valid thing that you really need to find time for. Like you need to find time to de-stress, relax, have a good time, enjoy your life. You can't always be at this event trying to help this person, at that event trying to do this for the person. Nah, you can't live your life like that. If not, you just realize that you live for every single person but yourself. You did not do anything that would take you closer to your purpose, that will take you further in your goals, that will help you achieve what you need to achieve in life. Honestly, just got tired of it. Two, I got tired of being used by people that just wanted you for that and anything. I also got tired of people doing the barest minimum for me. And I say that because sometimes when they know that you go above and beyond for them, there is a level of expectation and entitlement that then stems in, where it's like they don't even bother, you know, inviting you. They're like, oh, I'm sure you're coming, or things like, oh, so you're gonna chip in, right, for your event. I'm like, bruh, I'm meant to be coming as a guest. What in the world is going on? But that's the thing. It's like all of a sudden there's this sense of entitlement. And if you can't make it to this event, someone is angry. You can't make it to that, they're vexed. They can't make it to this, you can't give them money, they're vexed. And the only reason they're vexed is because they are so used to you doing every and anything for them, you going out of your way and bending over backwards for them and doing all these things for them. So they develop this sort of like, I don't even gotta say thank you, she's gonna do it for anybody anyway. There's nothing she's done for me that she won't do for the next person. And then you just find that the people that you're going out of your way to please and do things for and make sure they're comfortable don't give I don't swear, but I try not to, so I'm not even gonna try, but fill in the gaps accordingly, right? They don't give a about you, you know. So things like that. And then I woke up one day and I was like, girl, what are you doing? Why are you such an overgiver? What is going on there? We need to fix that. There's nothing wrong with being a giver and doing stuff. However, you don't have to attend all events. You don't have to go above and beyond for every single person. You don't have to. Honestly, you do not have to. You can pick and choose which event you attend. You can say no to someone telling you last minute that they want you to show up to their event. You can say no. You ain't gotta go. They didn't think it decent and worth something to let you know in advance. They told you last minute, so why you gotta stress yourself moving things around and going? I think for me, one of the things that really like got me recently, that reminded me, because before I was on my no, and then I recently did something where someone invited me to an event and invited me and stuff, and it was a tight time. I scheduled things. I was like, oh my god, I really have to go. I fixed my time. I decided I was gonna go. That day, it was so horrendous. When I say everything that could go wrong happened. Like, next thing, I had a wardrobe malfunction. My boobs kept falling out of the outfit. Then the trousers kept like getting undone. I could see thread. Everything that could go wrong with that outfit went wrong, and it was an outfit that I just bought. So it was literally something I bought. I removed the tag, wore it for this event, and everything that could go wrong with that fit did, right? Normal people would have been like, okay, this is what you were gonna wear, this is not happening, maybe just don't bother going, right? I was like, no, I have to go. I promised, you know, I wanted to be there for this person. This is something that they worked so hard for, something I supported them in, but I feel like this is something I have to do. I need to show up for them. I need to be present for them. I need to show up at their event and you know, and really support and stuff. So I was like, I'm still gonna go. So I tried to hide, you know, the wardrobe malfunction, try to see what I could fix, try to make it work enough for me to be able to get to where I needed to get to. So then I realized I left something at home, so I was like, let me come back home and quickly pick it up and stuff. Next thing, my house key broke. Everything it was just bent. Actually, it bent. It didn't completely break. It bent like to the point where it couldn't open the door or lock the door anymore. So I was now stuck in a point where I was like, okay, are you gonna leave this house unlocked? Guess what your girl did? Because I wanted to come through for a friend, your girl decided to leave the house unlocked. Okay, only so I can go to this thing. I jammed the door, and then, which meant like it was locked once, but it wasn't double locked, which we've been boggled before, so it needs to be double locked, right? I was like, you know what, let me just take this risk. I really need to be there. I need to be present for her, so I'm gonna leave the door and just go that way. So I locked it once, as in just jammed it, so that was fine ish. Let's hope, you know, hoping that the person that boggled us the first time did not come back to boggle again, you know, and stuff, right? So I was like, all right, cool. So it was one locked, right? And then the problem with that is I couldn't come back home because I had no key. So imagine leaving not knowing how you're gonna get back home. Luckily, I was able to speak to a friend who said I will try and see if I can take the key, to get someone to cut the key and see if it works and stuff, right? See if they can straighten it and cut the key. I didn't know if that was going to be possible. Honestly, I did not know. And it was getting really close to like the time where those people would have closed anyway, so I didn't know. But I was so hell-bent on being there to support my friend. So I got to this event now. Everything was amazing. I was thinking, this is nice, this is cool. Next thing, I see my friend who calls herself my sister. I'm trying to say hi to this girl. She blanked me and looks like she didn't even know me. I was like, okay, maybe she didn't really see me. Like, maybe she's just really stressed. Then someone asked me, do you know her? Oh, yeah. You know, I've known her for like, what, 10 years, or was it maybe longer, actually? Something along those lines. So like, oh, okay, cool. It's now time to leave. I'm thinking, okay, let me say hi and then bye to her, because I guess she didn't really see me the first time. So let me go and meet her and be like, oh, hi, I'm gonna head out, blah, 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 blah. You know, so I went up to her. I was about to, you know, I tried looking for her, I couldn't find her. I was about to leave, and then I saw her, and then it was just like, you know, when someone talks to you like, one, they don't really know you, it was like a random, you know, when someone talks to you like you're a random that they picked off the street and we're just like, just show up to my events, you know, and whatnot. That was literally what that was. It was no, like, it was no appreciation. There was nothing. The thing is, I didn't even need appreciation. Just a hug, like, you know me, have a conversation. I'm talking to you about something that this whole thing that you created is something that I've assisted you with at different points where you were stuck. And the way you acted towards me, like, girl, I don't know you, I don't know who picked you off the street, I don't know who you are, I don't know what. I was just like, wow, okay. And that taught me a really, really valuable lesson. I went home that day and I said, you see yourself, you played yourself, sis. You really did. Because you did all of this for someone who could not even acknowledge your presence, could not even be like, oh my God, thanks sis, thank you for coming, or even hug you properly, or even act like they even know you or knew you, something. You will not believe the way that person acted. But for me, I was like, you know, you're the one that caused this. Now you cause them. Now you. Because you did not have your wardrobe malfunction. You did not have all the things that happened with your key and everything that happened that day. You would probably not be as upset, right? One. And two, you wouldn't, like, if you weren't so hell-bent on pleasing this person and being there for them and showing up to their event, you would have done what is right and stayed at home that day. You know, and for me, I was just like, wow, like, you really played yourself, like. And I just thought, yeah, good to know. And that day, you know what's funny, that day I wasn't even feeling well. It was one of those days where I really wasn't feeling well at all. But I gathered my strength and I was like, do you know what, I have to go to this thing. And then to go, and then it was just like, wow. And I was like, sis, let me mess up, not be you now, it's not your fault, it's me. But that taught me a lesson. There is no reason for you to inconvenience yourself for someone else, especially when that person does not deserve it. Don't do it. Like, yes, oh no man nothing but love, that's what the Bible says, and it's important to love and love everyone and love everyone as yourself. However, it is important to also have boundaries, healthy boundaries. If I had healthy boundaries, I would have been a little bit more cautious that this person is and has always been a user. Because if I look back on our friendship, it's always been when they needed me or something is when they would reach out. When you want to find out how to do this and you do this and do this and you need my skill set, that is when you would reach out to me. So I should have known better than put myself in that situation in the first place. So yeah, that is one of the things that helps me know that it is important to say no. So now when I say no to an event and I'm chilling in my house enjoying my own company, like, I really enjoy it. It's like the best no that I would have said. Like, there are days when I don't go to certain events, I don't go to certain things, and I just lay down in bed, or I spend time doing things that are moving forward towards my vision. Like, for example, today there was someone that I would have loved to see. However, I knew that instead of hanging out today, I needed to create my content, which is what I'm doing. You know, it's important that you're creating boundaries and saying no. Even if someone wants to hang out with you and you want to do it, there's certain times when it's important to know when to say no. You don't have to please everybody. You don't have to be everybody's friend. You don't have to be there for everybody. Let someone else who is their friend do it for them, okay? And when people are using you and all of those things, yes, love even people that despitefully use you 100%. And I'm one of those people, when even when I know you're using me, if you require something that I can provide without hindering myself, I will still provide it. Now, if it's something that will hinder myself, I will not. I've now gotten to that point where I'm like, nah, no. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with today. It is important to say no. You need to have those boundaries in friendships, relationships. Just because people are your family members don't mean that they should be able to walk all over you. If they require assistance that you cannot provide, that takes too much out of your time, you can say no. Have you guys ever experienced something like that with what happened to me at my friend's event? Well, should I call her friend? Should I not? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, like, yeah, tell me, like, have you recently started saying no? How have people been dealing with you saying no? One thing I want to say is when you start saying no, you will start getting people that will be angry at you because they're so used to you going above and beyond. And when you finally decide to say no and create boundaries, they start to attack you. And that's when the real people that they are, the real personalities, the real character, the real feelings towards you will come out. So yeah, it's actually important. For on the bright side, when you say no, you find out who your true friends are. Okay, all right, thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you know every single time that I post. Thank you guys, bye.